I am stupid and you are stupid. And that's because our minds are stupid. They believe anything they see if it's in great detail. And that's the most important thing in visualizing. When visualizing, you have to visualize in great detail. Because if you do that, your mind will believe that it's reality and it will give you the same benefits as actually doing that thing in real life. So imagine you're not that good socially. You have social anxiety. So you imagine in your mind you talking to a lot of people and you do it in great detail. You hear the people, you smell the flowers, you feel the breeze, all of these things. If you imagine in great detail, your mind will give you the same experience from that visualization as you going and actually talking to those people. And that's why visualization is overpowered, because it's basically infinite experience. But there's just one single thing that when you visualize, to make it the most effective, you have to do the action in real life. But the thing is, when you visualize it, when you visualize talking to a lot of people in great detail, your mind again will still believe that, and it will make it easier for you when the chance is actually in front of you. When you see the people and you want to go talk to them, it will be much easier because you've done it before, not in real life, but you've done it in your mind, you've practiced it, and you practiced it in a lot of details, so your mind will take that as actual practice. Hi, my name is Hazem and I help you build your best self-image that will completely change your life. And I'm trying to build a community of like-minded individuals who will help each other improve their self-images and their lives. So click the link in the description to join and help me build my dream. Number one, visualize in great detail. Like I said before, your mind can't differentiate between reality and something that you've imagined in great detail. And this is what we're playing on, because if you can imagine something in great detail, you can imagine yourself making $1 million in great detail. Your mind will see that and it will do two things. It will say, okay, he makes $1 million. He has that experience. I'll give him that experience of making $1 million. And the second thing is that it changes your self-image. You've done the action that a millionaire does. So if you do that, your mind will change your self-image to align with that action. In the visualization, you made $1 million, so your mind will update your self-image to be a person who can make $1 million. And that's why visualization is also very important to building and boosting your self-image. Number two is that you visualize the process. From my research, there are two types of visualizations. There is the visualization where you visualize the process, where you're making that $1 million, where you're interacting with the people. And then there's a visualization where you visualize the end result, and then you dwell on the feeling of the goals that you've reached, of the things that you've reached. But in this video, I'll be just focusing on the first part, which is the process. So the second step is to focus on the process. You're going and talking to the people. That's the process. You're making the $1 million. You don't suddenly have the $1 million. No, you make the $1 million. You see yourself working hard. You see yourself waking up very early. You see yourself sleeping late so that you can make the $1 million. And now for the actual visualization. What I'll suggest is that first of all, find what you want to improve on. Do you want to improve on your social anxiety? You're not that good socially. Do you want to make more money? Do you want to have more discipline? Find what you want to improve. And then think about what type of visualization will help you in that. Maybe you should visualize yourself going and speaking to strangers. Maybe you should visualize yourself making money. Maybe you should visualize yourself waking up early, making your bed, brushing your teeth, going to the gym, doing all of the disciplined actions. So find the thing that you want to improve on. And then the second thing, after you found the situation, the process that will help you improve in that thing, get out a piece of paper and do it right now. Get out a piece of paper and write down one paragraph. And in that one paragraph, write down the situation. Okay, I stand up from my chair and then I go talk to a group of people that I don't even know, and we go into very deep conversations. Write down all of the situation and use the five senses. Hear the people, smell the flowers, feel the air on your face, taste the food, for example. I don't care, just use the five senses as much as you can so that you make it detailed. And then after you've done that, review the paragraph and then write it again in more detail. And after you do that, you can do two things. Either record yourself reading that paragraph and then listen to it and visualize, or you can read it a couple of times, then visualize. What I suggest is the first one, that you record yourself saying it and then listen to yourself visualizing it so that it's easier. And that's it. That's visualizing. So again, I'll just recap the most important points. You have to visualize in great detail. And then after that, you can visualize the process or you can visualize the end result. But I'd suggest you stick with the process. And then after that, just write down a paragraph in great detail and then either read it a couple of times or record yourself reading it and then visualize. Again, I'm trying to build a community, a brotherhood of people like you who like improving their lives and who want to max out their self-image so that they max out their lives. So help me make that dream a reality by clicking the link in the description.